I just spoke with someone who was in a complete panic because they had done a ton of research and were getting all sorts of conflicting information from Reddit and everywhere else about whether or not they could submit a bridging open work permit without the acknowledgement of receipt letter. Here's what's true, is that in order to qualify for a bridging open work permit, among other things, you have to have submitted the application for permanent residency in certain PR classes, including the classes managed by Express Entry. Now, what happens is when you do submit that application, you don't immediately get the AOR. The AOR comes after IRCC triages the application for completeness, and the completeness check, the A10, is just a check of whether or not the minimum mandatory documents are present, not whether they are complete or accurate or anything, just are they there? And once that initial triage is complete, the AOR gets out. But if you are submitting your PR application and your work permit is expiring really soon, you might not get the AOR before your work permit expires. And the most important thing is to maintain status. And so I told this person, apply for the bridging open work permit. You will immediately get proof of electronic transmission of the application. So proof that you submitted the application to IRCC via the MyCIC portal. So include that letter, include a screenshot from your MyCIC account that shows the date the application was submitted, and the status will show submitted. And then write a letter that just requests the officer processing the work permit application not render the decision until the A10 completeness check is done and the AOR is issued. And that the reason the bridging open work permit application is submitted before the AOR is received is because the timing didn't allow for you to wait to receive the AOR. It's better that you submit the application with these alternative documents and a letter of explanation than run out of status. And you can also state that you will submit the AOR by web form as soon as you receive it. So making sure that you support the work permit application with as much evidence as you have to substitute for the lack of AOR, and write a supporting letter, because when you say, I ask that you please not render your decision until there is an AOR, the officer has to engage with that. You're acknowledging that you understand the process and what needs to be true for IRCC to issue the bridging open work permit, and you're specifically asking them to wait until that A10 completeness check is done. So hopefully that will help save everyone a little bit of sleep and a few less tears.